As Mel Siller showed a few minutes ago, advance notice will normally give you enough time to protect yourself from a tornado. And in most cases, basic precautions will indeed save your life. Imagine, however, a tornado that had it touched down in Chicago would have traveled on the ground all the way to Detroit, leaving a path of destruction as wide as Belle Isle. Last year, meteorologist Paul Gross began researching the worst tornado in American history, and he shares with us now the sobering story of the Tri-State tornado.
It's gonna take all them houses. Oh, I hope she's in her basement.
Every year, hundreds upon hundreds of tornadoes strike the United States. After a while, it's easy to become somewhat desensitized to the pictures that accompany the aftermath. But what happened here on March 18, 1925 is unique. On that day, the worst tornado in American history devastated the Midwest. So bad was this tornado that records were shattered in virtually every category, records which still stand today, 67 years later. The tornado first touched down at 1 p.m. near Ellington, Missouri. Moving northeast at 60 to 70 miles per hour, this 3/4 mile wide twister remained on the ground for a record 219 consecutive miles, finally dissipating 3.5 hours later near Princeton, Indiana. The tornado killed 695 people, injured more than 2,000 others, and left 11,000 people homeless. Murfreesboro, Illinois took a direct hit, and its 234 fatalities is the largest single-city tornado death toll ever. This is what happened to Logan School. Christina Acey, a teacher, somehow survived.
It was about 2:30 in the afternoon, the time of a recess dismissal. And I know I stood there with my arms spread out in order to keep children from escaping and going down. And then by that time, the wind was roaring, the thunder was close and very, very close overhead. And then it got dark. It was the blackest night. And then we realized, within a part of a second, I suppose, the building collapsed, and then we discovered that we were under the bricks. It happened that quickly.
A few seconds, that's all it took to level an entire community. The horrible aftermath is still vivid to those who survived.
Close to the school on 21st Street, there was a man laying in the street, on the boulevard, rather, with his legs cut to the bone, both of them, his thighs, and women was there dipping. He was crying for water and using his fingers to claw at that. And they were dipping water out of the gutter and giving him a drink.
The only thing I remember about going down there was seeing a neighbor of my grandmother's up the street that the roof had her pinned in from here down, and just about an arm's length away, there was a baby, her baby, and it was dead.
What happened in Murfreesboro can happen here in Detroit. The only difference is that 67 years ago, there were no tornado warnings. So when the sirens sound, the decision is yours. Take cover or risk the alternative. I'm Paul Gross, News 4.
Fortunately, our knowledge of the conditions that cause tornadoes has advanced to such a degree that megastorms like the Tri-State tornado can be forecast with a high degree of accuracy. No matter how big or small the tornado, it seems